students, I welcome all of you in the another session of transportation engineering. So as you all know that we have learned about the super elevation, stopping side distance, we have learned how to design super elevation, and we have calculated numerous examples, basic examples in our last session. Now in this session we are going to cover the remaining examples and the methods that can be asked or that need to be understood by all of you in order to get thorough with the super elevation concept. So we have been discussing the segment number 2, that is called as highway transportation, and in this segment we are going to cover the remaining examples. So we'll learn one by one, we'll learn thoroughly and stay focused toward this. I bet you will get thorough understanding of this, but you need to have practice of all these things. So the statement of example is given over here. Calculate maximum permissible speed. See, this is calculate maximum permissible speed means we have to go to that mixed traffic condition criteria. On a horizontal curve of radius 125 meter is given over here. This is the value of R. On a highway designed for the speed of 65 kmph, V is equal to capital V is equal to 65 kmph. Mixed traffic condition is already written. If the super elevation is not to exceed 7%, means the super elevation should be less or equal to 0.07. So, as per our rituals, what we will do is first of all, let me get my calculators back. Okay. First of all, what we'll do, we will write down the given data that we have been given. The radius is 125 meter. The speed capital V is given as 65 kmph. Okay, these are the data that we have been given. Now for mixed traffic condition, the super elevation should fully counteract the centrifugal force. The speed should be taken as 75% of design speed and the friction factor is to be neglected. So the equation that we are going to use is E is equal to V square by 225 R. We need not to convert the speed into meter per second if we are using this equation. Let us put the values over here. E is equal to 65 whole square by 225 into R is given over here as 125. Calculate and tell me what is the value that you are getting over here. So as per my calculation, I am getting the value as approximate 0.15. Now we know that the super elevation value should not exceed 0.07. And 0.15 is more than this, so this value of E is not permitted. So now what we will do, we'll move towards the second section, that is the check of coefficient of friction. Now we know that we have two equations that can be used. Either we can use E plus F is equal to V square by 127 R, or we can also use E plus F is equal to V square by GR. But if we are using this equation, then we have to convert the V in small v. If we are using this equation, then we need not to convert this V. So we will put the E as 0.07. We have to calculate F. We have already been given the value of V. The value of V given over here is how much? V was then 65. 127 and R which is given over here, R is 125. So calculate the value and tell me what is the answer that you are getting from here. So as per my calculation, I am getting the value as 0.196. See, we know that the F value is only acceptable if it is less or equal to 0.15. Here the value of F is 0.19, which is more than 0.15. So it will not be permitted. Now we will move toward the another section. We will calculate the allowable or restricted speed that we are supposed to calculate as per the example statement. E plus F is equal to V square by 127 R. We will put E as 0.07, F as 0.15. We will keep V as V 127 and R we have been given over here is 125. So what we are getting over here as V, calculate V and tell me what we are getting. Yes, we will get it as 15.10 kmph. So this is the restricted speed or allowable speed that you are supposed to calculate. So this is how we can calculate the super elevation, design the super elevation according to mixed traffic criteria. Now let us revise what we have done. First of all, we have used this equation for mixed traffic condition. Then if the value of E is less or equal to 0.07, then it is okay. If it is not, then we will move towards two equation, E plus F is equal to V square by GR, in which case we have to convert the V into meter per second, and if we are using E plus F is equal to V square by 127R, then we do not need to convert this value. Then we will check the value of F. If it is less than 0.15, then it is okay. If it is more than 0.15, then it is not okay. Then we will calculate the allowable or restricted speed with the help of this equation itself. We will not put the given value of V over here and we will calculate the V of V in kmph. If you use this equation, then the speed that you are getting, you have to multiply that speed with 3.6 in order to get that speed in kmph. And the unit is mandatory to be written. If unit is not written, then you can get your marks deducted. Now let us move towards another segment. Another segment means another type of example of super elevation. Determine the permissible speed. We have to determine the permissible speed. See, on the curve with the radius 135, R is given over here is 135 meter, and super elevation is given over here is E equals to 0.R. 12% means 0.12, and F is given over here is 0.40. And we have to calculate the permissible speed. Now it depends on you if you want to calculate the speed in meter per second or kmph. If you want to calculate in kmph, then you have to use E plus F is equal to V square by 127. If you want to use meter per second, then you have to calculate E plus F is equal to V square by GR. Let us try to calculate with this thing because we have not done more calculation based on this example. We have the value of E as 0.12, F is 0.14, we have to calculate V square, we have G as 9.81 that you have to take by yourself, and R is given over here is 135. So the V square will be, what is the value that I am getting as V square? It is 344.35. This is in meter per second, right? So V will be under root of 344.35. So it will be 18.55 meter per second. If you want to get this value in kmph, then you have to multiply this meter per second into 3.6. 18 3s are 54, and this will be approximate 18.55 into 3.6. It will be 66.79 kmph. So this is the basic example. This cannot be asked for, I guess, 7 marks, but sometimes it is a matter of luck, so it can be asked, and you have to make sure that permissible speed does not always mean mixed traffic condition. Fine. Now let us move towards another example statement. Let us move towards that particular statement. Determine the curve radius beyond which no super elevation is provided when the design speed is 70 kmph, capital V is 70 kmph, camber is 2%. So this is the another type of example. First of all, what we will do, we'll convert this kmph into meter per second. Capital V is 70 kmph, small v will be 70 by 3.6 is 70 by 3.6 it will be 90.44 meter per second. Now, it is not mandatory to do this thing, but I am doing this to make yourself understood about the conceptual knowledge that you have to know. You need to know that in order to convert the km page in meter per second, you have to divide it by 3.6. Now what we have to do, we have to calculate the curve radius. If super elevation is not provided and design speed is 70 kmph, camber is 2%. Now what I need to explain, see, in such cases where the super elevation is not provided but camber value is provided, see, super elevation means it is the raised part of outer edge with respect to inner edge. Camber means, see, if this is the road surface, then from this point to this point, this thing is called as camber. This is also called as camber. So sometimes this camber is also known as super elevation, when in such cases we have not been given the value of super elevation. So what we will do, we'll put the mixed traffic condition equation, v square by 225r. We do not have the value of E, we have the value of camber, we'll put it as 0.02. Do we have the speed? Yes, we have the speed 70, 225 into R. So R will be 70 whole square by 225 into 0.02. Calculate and tell me what is the value that you are getting from here. Let me calculate. 70 square by 225 into 0.02. So it is 1088.90 meters. Now there is a statement that you need to write, that what is asked in this example is that we have to determine such radius beyond which there is no super elevation which is needed to be provided. So we have to write that for the radius of 1088.90 meter, there is no need to provide super elevation. So I guess I have covered all the types of examples that can be asked in super elevation, and super elevation is the raising of outer edge with respect to inner edge in order to prevent the overtopping of vehicles due to the horizontal outward centrifugal force that acts in the outer direction, outer edge of the road. And we have calculated how super elevation can be designed. We have learned the criteria of F, that it should not be more than 0.15, E should not be 0.07. But in case of plain and rolling terrain, if mountainous is there, then it will be 4%. If urban area is there with intersections, it will be 10%. So this is how you can get thorough with the examples of super elevation. In next segment, we will cover another topic. Thank you so much.